Hello and welcome to Talkin Really, and today we're going to talk about this synchronicity subject because for me it's been a really bad 2 weeks. I've had illness. Basically the story I'm going to tell you can take it or leave it as it is. Some people will just say it's a load of rubbish, but there is no coincidence in life. It's how it is. You're born, you live your life, you die. And I don't really subscribe to that idea that there is that there isn't a plan. There is a plan. However you want to sort of measure that is up to you. Whichever word helps you. So whether it's karma or life path or any other sort of terminology that will explain it. Basically, synchronicity is life pointing things at you, observances or occurrences of something or other. It could be something that you're given, or you see, or you experience. But the ultimate thing is that you should not ignore it because it is actually important, and there are signs that come from somewhere. Again, whatever you want to believe about that, whether it's a higher power or whether it's a life path, or whichever term you want to use, but there is a synchronicity. I've experienced this last week, and it was so blatantly obvious that I needed to really go and look at again and think, wow, that was actually spooky. And it says spooky things that happen, and you could argue that they are just coincidental. However, coincidences are difficult to define. What is a coincidence? I don't know. However, you could probably look at it from the point of view that something in our life is possibly planned. There's a direction to our life. We don't believe it. We are unenlightened. We all think that we're just here to live our life, and whatever comes along comes along. However, there are people like myself that believe that these things that come along are actually meant to come along, but the difficulty is recognizing the signs. So there is a sign that you see or a sign that you experience that will possibly influence the direction that you go in. Now for me, I've been taking medicine for a long time, codeine and paracetamol. And codeine, I actually did not know, honestly, I did not know that the liver transforms it into morphine. I did not know that. It was one fact that I did not know about the medications that I've been taking for 3 years. Now, over that time, I've sort of not been very careful about dosage. I sort of probably take it a little bit too early sometimes, maybe 3.5 hours instead of 5 or whatever it is. And of course, over the time, my body has become accustomed to it. So it's built up this resistance, and the whole thing is that I'm now getting problems with it. And I know from my point of view of my holistic training that I'm getting pain in the back of my head. Now this is actually related to the liver and gallbladder, and from a Chinese medicine point of view. So you can see that where I'm going with this is the fact that I've been getting these headaches, and the end of last week I got these really banging headaches in the front of the head, and I didn't really know why. I had a suspicion that they were medication related because I was actually wondering, whether it could be or not. Anyway, I investigated it, and in the end I had to go to the doctor. The synchronicity that happened for me was that I told you earlier that I did not know about morphine and codeine. I did not know the link. However, I actually heard it on the TV. There was something on there, and they mentioned codeine being converted into morphine with the liver. And then, not thinking anything of that, But I did go, oh, that's interesting. And then I saw it on the internet. I saw an article about codeine, and I thought, well, that's a bit strange. That's two occurrences where I've heard that the liver is affected. Obviously, I'm thinking, back of the head, liver, gallbladder, codeine. Maybe I have a slight problem. So, on that note, I went to the doctor and I said, look, I'm really worried about my medication. I think I've overdosed and I'm getting all of these symptoms. He said, all right, well, let's check your blood pressure. And of course, my blood pressure was suddenly sky high, 160 over 100, I think it was, which is way out of way out of normal. And it would explain the banging headaches that I woke up with every day. So it wasn't medication driven as far as that was concerned. There was a reason for it. Now, the whole thing was, if I hadn't have had synchronicity, somebody telling me somewhere that there was a connection between codeine and the liver, then I probably would not have investigated this and gone to the GP, because actually high blood pressure is a thing that you get with no symptoms, so you don't know you've got it until you get measured. So I went to get measured and I discovered that there is a reason. And of course, when I got home, I decided to investigate, and I've actually discovered the root cause of the high blood pressure is partly due to the medication. However, it's mostly due to my sleep apnea problem, which I have. And if I think about it, if I think back, I've had a problem with snoring, and it's been getting worse because sometimes I wake myself up. Of course, that's not a good sign. So snoring, actually sleep apnea, causes high blood pressure. So synchronicity, whatever you call it, you need to listen for the signs. You need to look and be observant, and everything comes along. Analyze it. Is it a sign? You know, we get these signs that we have. So we have a relationship. It can be a relationship that you think, oh my God, this isn't going very well. This is like, but look back and see if there's any signs to say that you need to change direction. You need to move forward, but you need to change direction. You need to make changes in your life, and obviously, unless you're listening carefully to the world and the universe, then you're not going to hear them. And where you certainly have more than one occurrence of it, and it will keep on occurring. So don't worry if you miss it the first time round. But you know, 2 or 3 are of the same thing in the same week is a warning sign that you need to listen to. And thank goodness I recognised the warning signs, because otherwise I probably wouldn't be here now. Listen to your body, listen to the signs that come along, and however you describe it, just act on it. Try and find out if what you're being told is actually the way it should go. And it can work in reverse as well. So there can be signs that saying that you need to do this this way or not. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed today's little vlog, and hopefully now that I'm feeling a little bit better, we can get back to a regular routine of vlogs on this channel. Anyway, goodbye for now.